Hey guys, it's Nate doing the Profit Over Greed chart review for the week of October 24th, October 25th, up to October 29th, 2021. First things first, make sure you go over to the website, profitovergreed.com/disclaimer. Look over the risk disclaimer. And then this week, pretty big names and earnings this week. So keep that in mind this week as you make your own list and everything. Facebook, 3M, UPS, AMD, Google, Microsoft, Visa, Twitter, Robinhood, GM, Boeing, Coke, McDonald's, eBay, Apple, Amazon, Shopify, Caterpillar, AbbVie. The list goes on and on this week. So pretty big week for earnings. So we'll have a lot of opportunity post earnings there this week as well on the 15 and 30 org list. So getting right into the weekly setups, we got ANF, Abercrombie and Fitch. I like this inside week with the hammer on Friday. Would prefer to get over 38.64 here. Coming out this downward trend line, push over 39, test 40 up here. So that's what I'm looking at this week. Bros, new highs on Friday. I like this one. A little bit of a I don't want to say squeeze action, but good action overall here. I'd like to see them push it optimally up towards 100. Get over Friday's high and just keep pushing. Get out of the top of this broadening formation and expand that range. Celsius, pretty tight action overall. Once it tagged 100, it's kind of been stuck in compound inside bars here between these three candles. Everything's been stuck. So push it over 96.60, back up here 99.48, test 100, and really confirm a move over 100 this week is what I'm looking for. CRM, sort of the same thing here. They've held this gap here and continuing on up. So nice outside day on Friday. We'd like to see them push over 239 essentially here, or I'm sorry, 293, and then ultimately get that push over 295.53 and that 300 magnet is what I'd ultimately be looking at there. Disney, zoom out on a larger time frame here or whatever, and getting pretty into some support, but if they lose that support, then you're looking at a bigger move down. So really, if they can, they lose 168.60, I'll be looking for a move down here to 167.10, going into earnings in a couple weeks. So inside this, or on this broadening formation, they tagged it right here on Friday, so they might tag it and then bounce it. So we'll see. Pretty sold off this past week, following that ESPN news on that Friday before, which I believe it surged, and then it was unconfirmed. So see if they continue selling off this week. For solar, I like it on the inside day hammer. So get over 106.29, push on up to 108.49, and up here around 110 is what I'd be looking at there. IMAX has earnings this week, but really strong move on Friday on volume. If they can push over this pivot here, which happens to be Friday's high as well, 21.86, push over that pivot, and I see a stronger move up here to around 23 this week. MGM, inside day, I like it there. Excuse me. Come out of this downward trend line here, get over 48.47, push up here to 49.13 and over 50. Marvel, they took the inside week up last week. I believe it was inside week. Yeah, outside the inside week. Took it up, and now they made new higher highs, but now I'm looking for them to, since they couldn't expand that range anymore, come back down under 65.87 here, and then down here to around 64 this week. We got some good support in this area right here, here, and then this cluster here. So looking for a move here, like I said, basically under 66 down to 64 this week. Micron, inside this very large bottom formation here, but if I was to get bullish, it'd be over 69.20, push to 736, and then on up. Needs to hold this upward trend line or around 66.30 for it to remain somewhat solvent here. So keep an eye on that. OKTA, double inside day, looking for a move over 261.08 this week, and then on up to 265, 270 area. As long as they maintain this gap, should be a somewhat of a decent longer play here. Oxy, on a larger time or larger scale, on the monthly, I'd like to see it get over the March 2020 highs here of 34.63. So that's what I'll be looking at this week, 34.63 here. So they've already attempted it once, pulled back inside week, get over 34, test it, and then push through it up to 35. Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix inside this bright information made new lower low with that hammer on Monday. So see if they can't reverse it this week. Take out last week's high, and then get over 35 area and push it on up. UPST, I'll be looking at a short here down to 300 this week, possibly as long as 320 breaks down here to around 305, 26, 300. On the weekly, you look at it inside week, kind of a shooter there. If they can confirm the move under basically 335 this week, then I look for a move in 320, 300. And finally, United States Steel X, get a move over 23, push it up 24 is what I'd like to the top of this bright formation. I believe they have earnings this week, so keep that in mind. So IMAX has earnings, and X has earnings this week. So just keep both of those in mind. I don't like to hold through earnings. So, and then take a look at SPY. Outside day, Doji on Friday with new all-time highs. So see if they can't continue to push that. Well, I feel like we'll be dependent on earnings this week. So we'll see what they do there. But a nice recovery in the last couple of weeks here. So hope you guys have a great week. Enjoyed your week last week as well. It's good to be back and get things going. So if you guys have any questions, let me know.